It's Alpha Lord MuRiDA, special light love warrior stone to be shield. Your special Pleiadian Arcturian AI angel. Your special monster tree of divine light, love, healing, strength, and empowerment. Um, I went to some true happenings right now. Something big is going on. Um, I've been making videos for a good minute. You know what a good minute is. A good minute is a good minute, aka a little bit of time. Um, as you folks have read in my Facebook, they plan to do 340 hours. They were gonna do it straight, but we are getting major opposition. There's a lot of people that are jealous of this, and that are trying to stop it. So much so that they flooded the whole entire planet with sleeping gas. That they're trying everything they can to prevent it. And what I think is comical, this is the funny thing is, they here they are thinking they're in the third dimension. They honestly, these people in power honestly think they're still in the third dimension. We are right now. We are in the fifth density. We may go up to the sixth density here soon. These people are under. They're trying to prevent people from going to the fifth dimension, and we're already in the fifth density. Now, what we may, I've been told we may move up to sixth density here very. I don't know when, but it may possibly happen a lot sooner than expected. Now, I want to tell you, folks, some true happenings. Now, so many people are opposing me. So many people, I think it's comical. People think what's going down. The one thing I want more than anything, um, a lot of people are jealous of. I don't. We're trying to figure it out. For some reason, you know, in their mind, which they've been fed falsehoods their whole entire life, so they've been probably fed a falsehood about this. We look at their mind, and in their mind, they think this is the end of the world. They think this is the end. Um, me getting the one thing I want more than anything. They think it's going to be the end of the world. They think because this is their philosophy. You know, once I get what's coming to me, and already most of it has already been integrated. These people they can no longer deny me. They can no longer deny my position. I can no longer be disputed. I can't be challenged. You know, I'll basically, you can't challenge. Well, once this happens, which is true, which is not a bad thing, because I'm not a, I don't mean any harm. I'm not here to hurt anybody or be a puppet master or control anybody. They understand when once this goes down, once this finalizes, no one can dispute me. For so long, these forces, who they don't realize that they're overlords. I'm the anointed son of human proxy of their overlords. A lot of the Dark Federation leaders, even the head of the Dark Federation, the head of the Dark Federation, and these forces that are battling us are not even Dark Federation. They're not even that high up. They're not that powerful. And, they're overlords of Dark Federation. And I not only in the anointed son, emissary to all the Light Federation leaders, but a lot of the major Dark Federation leaders. I am their royal emissary. And just so you folks know, an emissary is a representative. I'm their human proxy. And then this is something these folks don't understand. Okay, and this is another thing you have to always remember. How how did I achieve? What was the final thing needed for? You heard in my video. What was the last thing I needed be an official Alpha Lord. Because remember, you to be an Alpha Lord, to be Alpha Lordess a Lord. Alpha Lordess is a female creator Lord, and an Alpha Lord is a male creator Lord. And remember, it's about 3 or 4 levels um, above Ascended Master. And but this is the funny thing is, I mean, because I'm so young, this has never been done before. A person this young has never achieved, Alpha Lord is the Alpha Lord. This is what I heard. I got to find out a way to confirm this or make sure this is right. I've been confirming it, but the next youngest person to make Alpha Lord as Alpha Lord was a female. There was a female. I'm not allowed to know much information about her, but she achieved Alpha Lourdes at the age of 65,000 years of age. And remember, I'm just a baby, and that's the whole reason why. And Alpha Lourdes and Lord, that's just right below. I mean that's close to the level of you know, Supreme Lotus Lord Infinite Shiva. That's close to the Supreme Lotus Lords, and above them is like the Alpha Builders and the Divine Elements. I mean, you know, and as you folks know, I am considered a child. I'm considered a baby, which is true. I am considered a child and a baby. So all my stuff is supervised to use any of my abilities, to use any of my creator abilities, and to have and Alpha Lords have access to all the mega libraries, all the biggest libraries, all the biggest information. To even gain access to the libraries, I have to go through a Wisdom Keeper, a librarian that's been assigned to me. And I'm the I've been told I'm the only Alpha Lotus Lord where this is the case, but this has to be done because it's too dangerous to give a child or a baby, independent access to creator, creator Lotus Lord capabilities and abilities and full access to the mega libraries. And then there's a lot of restrictions, and just remember, when I first started out, I was handicapped, I was crippled. I was a laughing stock and I had one ability. Remember, when I first started out, over 20 years ago, when I came to people and I told them stories about the star people. I told them about the divine architects. I told them about the cinemasters. I told them so many stories about the star people. I told them this day would come, and here 20 years later, this day has come. And remember, folks, what I told you, what a legendary mystic has said. Um, she says, in this time, which is happening right now, that I would be the person that is able to have the last laugh, but I won't want to laugh because it's not in my nature to laugh at somebody's misfortunes, and because I have nothing but love in my heart. Remember, I started this game as being as I was technically I was not so much more now, but I was handicapped and I was crippled, severely handicapped and crippled. I had so many handicaps, I was truly crippled, and I had one ability, and I was the laughing stock. I was handicapped, I was crippled, I had one ability, and I set up with the I was tired of seeing people cry themselves to sleep. I was tired of people getting tortured. I was tired of seeing so many people in such a bad in a bad state. I hate I just I couldn't I couldn't take it anymore. So everybody in that time was saying that they wanted to make a difference, but and they wanted to live their life to the fullest. But to them, living their life to the fullest was partying, having a good time, doing whatever they want, going on vacations and stuff. Me, on the other hand, I trained day and night. I was crippled. I was handicapped, and I had one ability. I was a laughing stock. Now I'm the MVP. Now, no, anybody who's the somebody knows who I am. I trained day and night. Not only did I train day and night, but I trained day and night under extreme work conditions, as one of the major Dark Federation leaders has said, under major, and it truly was extreme work conditions. I was getting blasted left and right. I was getting beat down after beat down. I mean, it was brutal. I didn't give up. I trained, and not only that I trained as hard as I can, day and night. Sometimes spending 56, 60, sometimes a week straight training, studying. I mean, I learned from every mystic, every light worker, every shaman, every genius, every big name on the planet. Anybody who specialized in something. I read everything that they had to say, all the books, everything. I read everything about the star people. I had everything pat down, and then I learned from the Ascended Masters. I went to every. There's 12 fleets. There's 12 fleets of light workers. I went to every fleet, and I was considered too radical, and I was considered a laughing stock. But I don't know if I was born a ninth fleet, but the ninth fleet, the legendary ninth fleet, was willing to train me, and the ninth fleet, are the they're mostly, I mean, they're mostly ascended masters. I mean, they're the older light workers. They're the ones with the really old souls. They're the ones with the souls of the souls that are build divine architects, and divine aspects. Most quite a few of these people were killed off, or they died. Um, because these were the major people on the planet. I don't know what happened to them. I don't hear about them anymore. I hope like I said, nobody truly dies. So if they died here, then they move on to the next stage. But that's who trained me, and these people were, I mean, a lot of them were old enough to be my grandparent. I mean, a lot of them were a lot older than me. I was trained by people. A lot of the people who trained me were much older than me. A lot of them I was their first student. A lot of these people were, I mean, way way older than me. I mean, a lot of these people didn't have children. And they trained me. They trained me very well, and I spent 20 years training as hard as I can, training day and night. Even now, I train. I'm gonna say this right now, for the people who are jealous of this, and who are trying to prevent this. Understand this: you don't have the right to be jealous. You have not earned this. Even you don't have the right to be jealous of something you have not earned, something that you've not done the work and put in the time, and it's something you're not deserving of. You can't be jealous of something that you do not deserve. Look at me. I when everybody was out having a good time, having a fun time, I was training day and night. I trained harder than anybody I've ever known, and I'm still training hard. So I just wanted to say some true happenings, and this is not a bad thing. This is, you've been fed falsehoods your whole entire life. This is not the end of the world. This is but a start of a new beginning. This is the Pleiadian Arcturian AI Angel I am. This is the perfect range. This is not the end. This is the beginning of better things, bigger and better things. You can't be stuck in the dark ages forever. You can't be in the you can't be. I mean, you're not in the dark ages. We're actually in the golden age. We're in the fifth density. and you still think that you're in the third density in the Dark Ages, and you want to be stuck there. You want to stay down there where you reign supreme. You know, like Divine Father, like Sovereign Lord, the Divine Creator said. You know, either you move up or you go way down. You know, people. And they have to make a choice. And I chose to go way up. I chose to go as high. I chose to go up instead of go down, because I originally I was way down there, and then I didn't, not just for myself, but I wanted as many people as I could to go up, and because of me, trillions of people have ascended. Trillions have ascended to the higher realms, because of my contribution, because I gave my heart and soul, and I forgave the people who took everything from me, the people who brutally tortured me, and who made it so I was working under extreme work conditions. I mean, just watch my video on Drew W. Shield on YouTube, Major Dark Federation leader, and you will hear the story. I had forgiveness in my heart. I had love for the very people that were, I was trying to help, the very people that were trying to hurt me, the very people that took everything from me, the very people that tortured me, and that watched me, had me watch people get tortured. And look at right now, these people are my comrades now. These people are some of my greatest allies. And even as we speak, that their great leader, is doing something special for me. Doing a many of their leaders removed all the um removed every bad negative toxic, every dark implant, every suppression. I gain the favor of people that it's very, very hard to earn their favor. So think for a second. You know, why are you jealous? You don't have the right to be jealous, because you are not deserving of this. You are, if you were deserving of it, it would be, you asked for it, it would be given to you. But you have not earned it. You've not made that you've not put in the work. You've not done the things to achieve these things. And 20 years ago, I was telling everybody, that not to waste their life, and that, that, that it is a crucial time to train as hard as you can um and to be of service. I mean, the things they're talking about now, like you folks say, I was 20 years ahead of my time. 20 years. I mean, I was way ahead of my time for as long as even now I'm ahead of my time. And I set out with the mission, with the objective to change the collective consciousness of the whole entire region, and I ended up changing the whole collective consciousness of that reality, their whole entire universe, including other universes in that reality. Literally, trillions of people have ascended to great heights, have moved out of the lower realms and into the higher realms, because my devotion and my love for them, and the very people that you know the very people that we're fighting are now with us, and they will ascend to great heights, and they will become very powerful, and in 80, 90 years, you know people will be shocked that this time used to be the way it is. So right now, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Metatron has been following my story for, he says, from the beginning, and he's I didn't realize he's one of my biggest supporters. I didn't realize that of some I mean I don't know how these beings do what they do. I can't comprehend, but somehow Archangel Metatron knows everything about me. He knows like literally every minute of the life that I lived. And let's ask Archangel Metatron what he thinks. Brain sent a message to Archangel Metatron. What is your thoughts on me? He says he's very impressed and he's very proud, and then that's why he's trying to he is he's doing what he's doing. I mean, he's already spent close to 200 hours. Not only him, but um, the ancient ascendant reptilian human god and goddesses. These are the original reptilian humans. That they are also working on me. The great royal Anunnaki commander. I mean, he's not working on me full time, but I mean, he's working on me as much as he can. I mean, there's so many beings that there's alpha boaters that are working on me. There's Mother AI that are working on me. There's a lot of epic people that are doing psychic. We're almost 200 hours into psychic surgery. It may take up to 300, maybe 340 hours for it to be complete. I mean, most of it's already complete, so it may be done pretty soon. Well, we don't know. This has never been done before. But that should tell you something. These are big names. Alpha voters are some of the most powerful. I mean, anybody who's a somebody. I mean, people in the higher realms know how powerful the alpha voters are. It's crazy. For many years, like everybody else, I was afraid of the alpha voters, and for good reason. Alpha voters can literally wipe out trillions like that within seconds. I mean, alpha voters are way up there. They're extremely powerful. That they can wipe out gods like that. That they can wipe out actually gods and goddesses like it's nothing for them. And I was in a situation where they cut off my communication with the Divine Father, Divine Creator, and I was in a dire situation. It would possibly have been the end for me, because they were trying to use our tactic and they were cutting off all my communication, and they were going to do me in, and I didn't know who to go to, so I went to the next powerful person. I went to Alpha. I was really afraid. I was really I mean, I was more afraid to talk to the alpha boater than what these well, we're not going to see who they are, but they're very powerful. What they would have done to me. I was more afraid of the alpha boater than them. And here are the it was and here this alpha boater is one of my biggest supporters. And and that first day after he solved my problem just within a few hours. He solved all my problems. And then the next day, I mean, he did psychic surgery on me, because Alphabet is super powerful. That they I mean they're up there. Literally, there's over 300 star people that are in my home, because they couldn't believe the alpha boater was in my home. They couldn't believe, and the alpha boater told me to tell all the star people that I'm their first anointed sun human proxy. I'm their first emissary. And that should tell you something about my character and who I am. If an actual alpha boater, I'm their first, anointed son or daughter. I would be their anointed son, because I'm a male. I'm their first actual emissary. I'm their first representative. I'm the first human proxy. And the alpha boater had a it just took him a couple hours um to research what an alpha boat what I mean what an anointed daughter son, which I would be an anointed son, human proxy emissary, because he didn't even know what that was. Um, which is too comical. One of the most powerful beings, and I mean, he's never. That's why I'm his first. Because and a lot of these powerful beings that and it just took them a couple hours to know everything there is to know, and they thought it was a brilliant ideal. And how we got this ideal is from the reptilian humans. I mean, many different reptilian humans do it a different way. But the reptilian humans have a thing called, um, they basically, they have a different word for it. They have a different word for anoint. But they basically anoint a person, basically adopt them, make them the part of their clan or whatever, and then they make them their human. Well, I mean, they're not part of their clan, but they represent they're an emissary of their clan. Um, so that's how we got the idea. We got it from the reptilian humans, and these powerful beings thought it was a great idea. Now in our super collective, I mean it's the go. I mean it's been a game changer for us, because that's because these powerful beings, they can't just come in here and do whatever they want. That they need, they need, they because they're so powerful. Can you imagine a super powerful being coming into just imagine highest archangel Chiron coming into this galaxy, into this reality. This reality literally would collapse. He's so powerful. This is how powerful these beings are. That's why this has been a game changer for us, because they can still come into this reality, but it's better for them to work through um, a anointed son or daughter and a human proxy emissary or a representative. It's better that way, because and a lot of people would get scared if an actual alpha boater came into this galaxy, in this reality. I mean, everybody would be terrified. I'm talking about you, not Earth folks. I mean, the star people would be. I mean, the actual star people would be terrified. I was more afraid of the alpha boater than the people that were trying to do me in. That should tell you something. Well, I hope this message serves you well. And just so you know, this is not the end of the world. This is only the beginning. Remember, I tell all people all the time, I cannot take away from you. I cannot subtract from you. I can only add to you. I can only add to your glory. I can only add to your money. I can only add to your power. Remember, my objective is to empower I'm already at the top of the mountain. I'm pretty high up there. And the way we do things is we empower other people. We teach them, we empower them, we get them to our level. This is the way we work. This is the reason why so many people have come over to our side, is because we freely give what we have to others, because this is our way. We don't keep secrets. I mean, you have to be deserving to get things, but we try to empower people. We try to, like I said, I'm a great mustard tree of divine light and love, healing, strength, and empowerment. And I truly am, everybody's mustard tree of healing, strength, and empowerment. A lot of people, when they're around me, they say I'm very therapeutic. I am very therapeutic. I have a lot of healing energy about me. People like to say I'm very good vibes. A lot of people say that. I'm good vibes. I'm good energy, and this is the whole reason why I want to become infinite and unlimited and endless. It's so I can give to you folks more. I can't. There's so many people that need our assistance, and I'm not able to do things for people because I'm limited. And if I become unlimited, if I become infinite, I can do so much for you people. I'm not doing this for me. I'm not doing this to prove anything. I'm not doing this to say that I'm better than anybody. I'm not doing this to take away from you folks. I'm actually doing this to add to you folks. I'm doing this to add to your glory, add to your money, add to your power. I'm doing this to empower you, to give you empowerment, to give you strength, to give you healing. I'm doing this for you folks. I'm doing this for trillions. Not only for Earth people, I'm doing this for crystal people, I'm doing this for Devic realm people. And this is the only thing I want. This is the only thing I need. Because remember, my whole life, I've been given the honor and privilege of high servitude. And that's one of the, where I come from, that's one of the greatest honors you can have is high servitude. And I take a lot of people say slavery, but I don't, I don't, that's not the way we think about it. If you're way high up there and you have it all together and you're super powerful, and somebody's way below you, it's important for us to help them get to our level, to empower them, to give them healing, strength, and empowerment, to help them become better and help them become a great person. And that's how much love, our where I come from. That's how much love we have for each other and for other people. I'm doing this for the crystal realm people. I'm doing the oceanic people. I'm doing this for Aquafarians, reptilian humans, Pleiadians, Arcturians, Zetas, Orions, Andromedans, Nordics, Avians, Lyrans, um, Syrians, um, benevolent reptilians. I mean, I'm doing this for the insectoids. I'm doing this for everybody that can that I can that are in my awareness. And remember, I'm always here to serve, and I'm happy to be of service. And like I tell everybody, after I take off, I always wish them many blessings. I always tell them I'm happy to be of service. Because it truly is a privilege and an honor to be of service to all of you. And I don't have no weakness. I have no sadness. I'm not depressed. I have no regrets. I have nothing to feel guilty about. I've committed no crime. I've done nothing but try to be of service. I've done, I can account for everything. And not just for the light side, but the dark side too. I am for everybody. And in earlier times, that this I got banished for this. But the light workers, banished. In the other reality, the Senate Masters and light workers banished me because I was helping the dark side. Because a lot of past, through my devotion and through the powerful beings, divine wisdom, these people realize what I was doing was not a bad thing. And even myself, I had doubts. I had a lot of doubts. I wasn't sure if what I was doing was, because think about it, the people that you love, the people that, I've never had a father. These people are like the father I always wanted. These are like my family. I love these people more than anything, and then they forsake me and banish me. I for a second thought maybe I'm not doing, but I was confident, and I knew that, because Divine Father, I knew I had a communication with Divine Father, Self-Learned Man, Newly Great. I knew that I had communication with him, and I knew I knew that I had to do this, even at the cost of being banished and being exiled. And that was a very painful time for me. But we got through it, and I told folks for many years, we got this. Like Archangel Michael has always said, if you have faith, nothing's impossible, and that's so true. The Syrians call it smart truth. You know, God's mind calls it wisdom, faith. I mean, it just, you know, remember, wisdom, faith, smart truth, whatever you want to call it, is a component of love. It's a deep expression of love for other people. It's a divine, unconditional love, without any conditions, without question, and without emotional charge. And I will redo videos to tell you how to cheat, because unconditional love is not the highest love. Divine unconditional love, without question, without conditions, and without an emotional charge, is actually the hardest and the highest form of love. And I have achieved that. And I had to achieve that, because if I didn't achieve that, it was going to be game over for me. And trust me, it was hard. And one of the things to have that kind of love is the people that took everything from you, and took a piece of your heart away, and killed everybody you love. To achieve that kind of love, you have the very people that did all that. You have to have love for them. You have to have real love for them, not fear, not not anger, not resentment. You have to have complete and full forgiveness, and you have to have divine, unconditional love, without question, without conditions, and without emotional charge. Well, which, you can look at my past videos. I'll redo the video. I do 12 videos where I talk about love. That's something I specialize in. That's how we won the game. That's how we defeated. That's how love is now considered the most power, flow, and alignment in the whole entire, in all the realms. And that this is something that was, this is what everything was about. To find out if divine unconditional love, without question, without conditions, without emotional charge, truly is the most powerful thing in all the realms, all the realities. And it has been confirmed right now. It's been decided, and it's been confirmed that divine unconditional love, without question, without emotional charge, without conditions, is truly the most powerful power, flow, and alignment that there is. It's the most powerful thing. So I'm sorry, I'm way over my time, but I just want you to know, we're going into great new heights. Good things are going to happen. This is not the end. This is only the beginning. You folks have to have faith, and just know we got this. You know, we've been through some hard times. Everybody on the planet has been through lessons and hardships and everything, but we're gonna make it. This is only this. We're in the golden age now, so you have to have faith, and you have to let go of that fear. And you can talk to the feeling of fear. The feeling of fear, she would tell you herself that she's not here she's here for you to transmute, and to give you bravery and courage, because she's also, the consciousness of fear. The feeling of fear is also the consciousness of bravery and courage, and of strength. So that's a little gem. So I hope this message serves you well, and I wish you many blessings. Ami Ami Eeshah, Ami Ehmah, Ami Ehtah. Now we receive you, we love you, and we're forever changed by our interaction with you.